Eighth grade. Um, I made this video so you would understand how to do the Notan, what is it? The Notan Japanese art project. It has to do with positive and negative space. Notan is the Japanese word for dark, light, as in yin, yang. Okay, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to go through the process right now of how you set this up and how you proceed to put it together. It focuses on pure black and white, okay? There's no drawing with pencil. This is just cut and paste. I would like you to use geometric, well, you have to use, try to use symmetrical shapes. And as you can see, some of them are like double. Once you cut one shape, like here, this sort of triangle that became a diamond shape, then you can cut further and go inside. So this would be a geometric shape, and then you've got like a cloud shape here in the corner, and then there's just some sort of line shapes. There's like a heart. So you can experiment with known shapes and unknown shapes. I'm going to have Miss Moore copy this for you for inspiration. Arrows are good, stars, butterflies, leaves. There's emojis even. So, and use your imaginations and talk to each other, inspire each other. Okay? All right, so here's the procedure. You're going to get the white piece of paper. You're going to write your name on the bottom or the back of it and your art section. So your art 8, 1 or 2, and F. Okay, done. Flip it over very lightly now. Okay. You are going to draw an X from corner to corner because this is the easiest way to find the center of a square. Now, if things were perfect, this black piece of paper would fit right in the middle, okay? And it kind of does, so you'll have to sort of fudge it a little bit. I would just put it on one of the lines there. It's lining up actually on these two lines, which is fine. So sort of hold it down. Now, you are going to be using this rubber cement. This is this is a kind of glue that is made from petroleum, so it smells a little bit like gasoline. I am trusting you since you are in 8th grade. It's okay, you know, we use this in high school, and at 8th grade I feel you can handle it. Do not put it all over your hands and try to peel it off like it's skin. Do not sniff it and make yourself feel sick and nauseous, all right? It's the reason we are using it is because it dries flat, which is what is needed for this assignment, and also it's very forgiving. You can stick and unstick it very easily, okay? So what you're going to do is, once you sort of figure out where you're going to put this, is take a bit of the rubber cement and put it in the middle. You don't need to put your name on this black thing because it's going on the white background, the black square. Okay, so glue that, okay? Then what you're going to do is draw designs, okay? Like, let's say I draw a heart here, okay? Maybe I'm going to plan to try to do a double heart. I love the idea of a cloud. I'm going to do a cloud. Okay. Then I think I'll just do some sort of a wild curlicue and see how that looks. Then I think I'll do a triangle. And you go all the way around, okay, filling it with shapes. There is an example on the board, all right, on the blue board that's on the closet. Okay, so we're going to do that. Then what you're going to be doing is, this is an example I did with one of the classes, and I'll finish drawing some shapes here. Let's see, I love the idea of doing the arrows, so I'm going to do that. could do kind of like a little house. That's the shape that's on the suggested shapes. I think that's kind of fun. I love the idea of the cloud, so I'm going to put a cloud. A star, give that a shot. You can also do lines like squiggles or lines that approach the middle. Letters, absolutely. Letters are good. You may do letters. Here, I'm going to turn this. I'm going to do the letter A, but you only want to do half the letter. All right, so there is half the letter A right there. Letters are awesome to do. I highly recommend it. You can try putting your initials in. All right, so there it is. Okay. So there's the full-blown halfway. I started it, halfway. Okay. Now what's going to happen is there will be a little bit of glue here, but we will be able, as you can see, to erase it away, and it'll be really nice and clean. But we can even do that later. And I even actually have a solvent that we can use, but actually the eraser is working quite nicely. Okay, and you'll be able to erase your lines. Okay, so with that, so what you do basically is you cut. You don't want to cut all the way through. I'm giving you a heavy board, so you won't do that. So I'm cutting out my arrow, and I'm moving it away, and I'm just going to take my rubber cement. I'm going to put it on. Let's see. Actually, I have to put it on the good side, the side that was up like that, all right? And then I'm going to take my knife. It's going to help me out. And I'm going to flip it, okay? So you cut and you flip, all right? And you can see, even if you don't stick to your lines exactly, no one is going to know. Here, I'm going to put my door and make it a little bigger like this. And then actually, I will take this and flip it. So you just have to remember to put the glue on the side that's facing up that you cut. All right, there you go. So there's that. Now, there can be an exception to the rule if you're doing something a little abstract like this. Okay, like this curved shape over here. I can take this, and if I want to, yes, I can flip it this way, the conventional way, or in this instance, since it's sort of an abstract shape, I can play with the idea and I can turn it. All right? So you can do that. That is perfectly okay. All right? And I think I'll do that with this. And I mean, I could make a judgment call here and say, do I want to do it like that? But yeah, I think that looks a little funny. I think I'm going to do them both the same way. Okay. All right. And if the glue oozes out, it's no big deal. And then the other thing that you're going to have to do is very carefully, because you only glued the center, okay? So put some glue as you go around to make sure that the edges will stick down too. Okay. So you'll do all that, and then we'll worry about doing all the cleaning up. There's actually a tool that I will go and get at Michael's. You can kind of roll it off with your fingers, but there is a tool that picks up this type of glue very cleanly. So I will get that. So don't worry if it looks a little messy. Here, I'll just do one last one. I'll do the A, so you can see what that looks like. A for A plus, right? Okay, so I'm going to pick this up. Like that. Don't lose your little pieces. Okay, again, I got to put the glue on the side that I scribbled on. You know, it's got pencil and stuff, but that's the good thing. You won't see it once you put the glue and set it down. And I'll put this here like this. And I will put a little glue under there so you can use your knife if you have little tiny pieces. And if it doesn't quite stick, then make sure it does stick, all right? There you go. Please watch your movements. Do not spill this glue, okay? And as I said, you are not going to sniff it. You are not going to drizzle it on your hands and peel it off for later, because Miss Moore will be writing you up for whatever, not using, inappropriate use of art supplies. Looks like I lost my little door. Must be somewhere. Okay. Where are you? Well, I can just get like a black piece of paper and put that in. Actually, I'll just get it from here. Okay. All right, there we go. So there. Okay, so that's good enough for there. So I have a few more shapes to cut out, but otherwise it's essentially done. Whoopsie. I want you to see the A. All right, so there it is. So that is how you make a Japanese Notan. All right.